Are you out there? Can you see me? It's YouTube was out yesterday. Worldwide outage started about 4:30 p.m. here on the east on the Pacific, and didn't get fixed till this morning. So I see that we are up and running, but I was a little bit worried that you might not be here. So if you had problems, it was a big worldwide outage. We'll see what caused it later on today. But hopefully you're back online. And Hugh, when our channel went down, I thought that's a sinking feeling in my heart when that channel went down. I couldn't get anything. So anyway, we're back up and running. Welcome everyone. I'm Ron Brown. This is Tech for Senior Live. This is October the 16th. 2025. It is a cold day in Comox, British Columbia, where I am, little island off the west coast of Canada. Today we're going to talk about all sorts of exciting things. American Airlines now lets you use your boarding pass on Google Wallet. We're going to talk a little bit about controversial thing about NPUs. Do you really need to buy one? And also, great things happening. Walmart is now merging in with ChatGPT, so we can do shopping right from ChatGPT at our friendly local Walmart store. We're going to talk all about that today. And we have a great group of people that we've assembled across the country to help us with that today. We're going to go over, I'm going to introduce everybody now. Of course, Huey Poplick, of course, in Bradenton, Florida. Welcome, Huey.
Thank you. I'm here.
You're here, and you're got all sorts of news items you've published. Lots of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover today.
We had a comment from a viewer last week who said I should talk less and do more news articles.
Really? You know what? I kind of agree with him.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you guys.
That's all right, Ron. I'll stick up for you.
There you go. We had, and of course, we have back again. We always enjoy having Ray Baxter from Pine, Arizona here. Ray's, of course, has been with us pretty much since the start. Used to be our music director, and he's sort of retired now, but he comes back and helps us, and we really appreciate that. You've been getting a little bit of wetness there in Pine, Arizona, eh?
We have, but thank you, Ron, for inviting me back. I'm glad I'm still welcome. And on the rain side, we did have quite a bit of rain, more than I remember as far as consecutive days. But, when you live in the forest, you welcome the rain. Puts out the fires. Yeah,
even my old homestead down at Silveridge in Mesa there, they had a big amount of water. Like the tennis courts were flooded, the bowling greens were flooded. It was a lot of flooding down there. So anyway, it was a lot of water. And of course, we have Mike Lehman, who is our current musical director. He's from Moncton, New Brunswick. How you doing, Mike?
Just great. It's excuse me, a little cooler here. Of course, fall is coming, and we're actually getting some rain and showers today, but much desired. We really need the rain quite bad.
And did you notice you did? So 11:30, 4:30 yesterday afternoon, I was mowing the grass and listening to YouTube music, and bingo at 4:30 it went off. Like I couldn't, Then I came in and thought I'd just check the channel before we go out for dinner, and it couldn't get anything. And then we went up, and the YouTube channel we usually watch for dinner, we're having dinner, it wasn't available, so it didn't come back on. I went to bed, and then I guess it came back in the night. But when the news articles this morning, it is a worldwide outage that was pretty impressive, and it was amazing in reading some of the articles how important. Like it's not just us watching dinner shows, right? Like universities run off of YouTube, like their commercials. There are a lot of commercial establishments that use it.
Did they determine the cause?
No, well, no, they haven't released it yet. I think it's a power issue, it's not a virus or anything like that. It's nothing nefarious. I think it's a physical power. One of their power plants or something maybe went down or something, or ran out of power. I don't know, but it's they'll be releasing something today because it was a big deal. I mean, worldwide outage.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, so it was. I'm pretty dependent on it. I use it a lot. All right, Huey. Let's see. Is there anybody listening to us?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Mike Saunders. You're back in Chesham. Welcome. Hopefully you had a good trip to Italy. Mike was in Italy, and he joined in and had a chat with us. He's back now in Chesham, United Kingdom. Yep. Elva Ray. Hi, Elva. I didn't know YouTube was out yesterday. There you go. You obviously didn't look at it. Let's see. Are you on the Elva's on the Eastern?
She's in Texas.
Yeah, she'd be about 7:30. I guess it went out there, so it'd be in the evening. I guess a lot of people, if it was evening, they probably didn't know it was out overnight, and then they got it fixed by the morning. Chris, hi, greetings from Albany, Indiana.
New Albany, Indiana.
New Albany, Indiana, sunny and 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Murray Strom, hello from 38,000 feet above somewhere over Saskatchewan on my way home. Murray's connected with us on a plane at 38,000 feet. Well, Murray,
that's dedication.
Well, Murray, I think when Murray was in the ICU, you remember that he connected with us. Remember that when he was in ICU. He's a loyal fan. Well, Murray.
Yeah, I'm 2 feet above sea level.
Yeah, 38,000 feet. E.G. White's Swift. Good morning from Waco, Texas. Good morning. Mike Saunders. YouTube turned itself off and on again. Oh, yeah. Well, it was definitely a big off, at least here where I am. But it wasn't just local in Canada or in Western Canada. Sometimes it's just local, but this was a worldwide outage. More on that today, probably in a lot of news articles coming out.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, let's get some news.
Let's get on with some news.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about.
Let's talk about. Let's do our 3 articles that we're going to talk a bit about. The first article, let me see where I can find it here. This was American Airlines add Google Wallet support for boarding passes. I thought that was sort of cool. A major U.S. airline supports Google Wallet for boarding passes, making air travel more seamless. American Airlines now allows Android users to add its boarding passes directly to Google Wallet. Before this change, American only supported Apple Wallet for that function. So when you add a boarding pass to Google Wallet, it now can replace automatically with changes, gate times, and all that sort of stuff. It updates itself. To add to Wallet, you typically tap Add to Google Wallet button in the confirmation email or via the web version of your boarding pass. So sort of cool for those of you who travel with American Airlines. You now can use Google Wallet.
Yeah, the article does point out that it's primarily for Android devices. So I like the fact that you made the point that at one time it would work with an iPhone. But what happens if your phone dies or you lose the connection? For me, it's easier to carry a very lightweight piece of paper rather than having to keep my phone in my hand as I walk through the airport with all my carry-ons.
Yeah, I guess, Ray, I volunteer at our airport on Wednesdays. So I see I'm a greeter, like not a Walmart greeter, but I have my little uniform on. I'm a little greeter. People come in, I say,
It's wonderful that you do that.
You go to aisle 1, aisle 2, or aisle 3, And I will tell you that the vast majority of people now have all their stuff on their phone, and all boarding passes are all on their phones. I bet you 80% of the people I see, it's all on their phones.
And that's for a relatively small airport. That's not like a major airport, right? Okay.
Yeah. So it's all on their phones. So anyway, just thought I'd let you know on that one. That was interesting. Now the next one is Mike. Probably this was came out, and what was the Register? Mike Saunders, if you know about the Register, which is a great publication. It's a tech news publication out of England. All right, and I get their newsletter, and this was an article. So this is out of England. This is Microsoft hypes PCs with NPUs, but still can't offer a good reason to buy one. Microsoft promoting the inclusional. So NPUs are called neural processing units in PCs, often packaged with the CPU as a way to enable more intelligent local AI functions. NPUs are meant to accelerate on-device AI and with lower power, allowing features that don't always rely on cloud computing. Microsoft claims that tasks that once required expensive computer can now be done on relatively affordable devices, leveraging with NPUs. Now, the author argues that today there's little clear evidence little clear benefit to users of NPUs in Windows. Many of the features requiring local processing are optional and incremental. Microsoft itself seems cautious. It describes NPUs as putting Copilot and PCs in the best position to be ready for future developments. The article warns that Microsoft might be laying the groundwork, snuffing up companies embedding NPUs for future Windows hardware update. So the bottom line, the article suggests that Microsoft is pushing NPUs relatively aggressively, but the current value proposition to users is weak. The possibility that NPUs could one day be part of the Windows hardware requirements is a concern raised. Microsoft may be positioning the market so that the future operating system versions devices without NPUs would be obsolete. But I guess, so the question then is do you really need an NPU, right? Like I know that we've talked about this a lot, right? And in the last year, and everybody's going in there, they're purchasing new AI computers, and when you go to talk to the salesman, he says, "Oh, you got to get one with an NPU in because it's AI, and that's the future." So I guess the question though is maybe not so much. So I guess where are we with that?
The key word is local. And you need the NPU if you're going to be doing AI work on your computer rather than in the cloud. And most of us do everything in the cloud. Where in business, you're using your local network or you're using your local computer to gather data that you've accumulated on your own computer. And that's where you need an NPU.
Just a second. Let me check my calendar. Isn't today October the 16th? Mm-hmm. Wasn't the 14th or the 15th some significant day when the world was going to end because all those Windows 10 computers were going to explode or something because they didn't have a TPM and they couldn't run Windows 11?
Didn't happen.
And same deal. Microsoft hasn't learned.
Okay. Well, if the writer of this article was looking for a good reason, all he had to do was ask Copilot. I did that and received more than one good reason. Aside from the ability for the onboard NPU to handle a variety of AI type tasks, this is for me the very best reason that nobody ever talks about: future proof. Your
Yeah.
computer is for what will be coming in the next few years that will be NPU intensive. My example, 5 years ago, I purchased my main computer, a refurbished HP desktop with 32 gigabytes of RAM, when the norm at that time was 8 gigabytes. I did this so it would be still a viable computer in 2025. And sure enough, 32 gigabytes is becoming the standard today. So future proofing is the one good reason I put forth that writer didn't understand.
All right.
I would have to agree because when I bought this laptop a year ago, it's a Samsung Galaxy Book, and it has the Snapdragon processor with an NPU. But I bought it not so much because it had the NPU, but because it was future proofed, like Ray said. I mean, I can't think of anything I need the NPU for at this point in time, but I'm probably going to keep this laptop for a fair amount of time.
Very smart, Mark. Yep, very smart.
All right. All right. Well, I just thought I would throw that out. I thought, well, do we really, it was an interesting article. And if you, I really like the Register. It's a good tech news article. I don't know if Mike Saunders, of course, is from England. I don't know if he's aware of that. Now let's go and this is a great one. I love this one. Chat GPT and Walmart. Oh my gosh, new shopping experience. So Walmart is partnering with ChatGPT to let customers shop Walmart products directly via ChatGPT. What can you buy? The integration will cover items like household essentials, non-fresh groceries, and third-party sellers with products. How it works, the users will link their Walmart account to ChatGPT. When interacting in ChatGPT, they'll have buy button to make purchase to make a purchase. Sam's Club members will also have the feature agentic shopping. Walmart and OpenAI describe this as a move towards agentic commerce, meaning AI can not only respond to user queries but anticipate needs, making suggestions. Oh, isn't that going to be cool? AI in Walmart already uses AI internally, enhancing catalogs and so on and so forth. Rollout time. This article states that the feature will roll out later this fall through no precise date or regional limits are given. So, are you guys excited? Huey, are you racing off? Are you gonna? Well, you buy lots of stuff, don't you? Do online shopping at Walmart now?
Absolutely, but I don't. I don't think I'd do it through ChatGPT because I know what I look for. I just go through their list of groceries and so on, and I just pick and choose. And of course, I got several as my favorites. So yeah, I wouldn't. To me, it's not a big deal.
Well, my concern is ChatGPT selling out to Walmart to now influence what I'm going to buy? I mean, do I now trust ChatGPT to give me the best answer?
Oh, Mike, you are the skeptic. You are the skeptic. You. Well, maybe. Who knows, right? Ray, are you with any comments?
Well, let's read the very first sentence of the article. It says, the next time you ask ChatGPT for help with an anniversary gift under $20, can anybody here envision you asking ChatGPT for help for a $20 gift? I can't. I never will. So I don't see myself ever taking this. So when I think of shopping online, I think of Amazon. I think of eBay first, not ChatGPT. I think Walmart. I go to Walmart when I want to physically go to the store and see what's available, and I'd be able to actually touch it. So keep
in mind, the article also mentions that Walmart already has their own AI agent built in to their shopping experience called Sparky. If you look at Amazon, they've got Rufus. I mean, it's there. I'm sure eBay have one too. I just haven't looked at it. I don't use eBay very much.
Well, having said that, I mean, I agree with everything everyone said. I must say, though, that I use OpenAI, I use ChatGPT all the time for shopping. I simply ask it a question about what I specifically want. It goes out and finds all the options for me. It even does searching locally to all the stores, finds correct pricing, gives me advice. I mean, it's pretty cool. Now, it's not linked into Walmart, but this is I'm saying that I use this just if I'm looking for something that I will often use the Open AI shopping feature. Just ask it. It's just put in the chat what you want, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it does a really good job. Plus, it narrows it down to my local area, and it will say, hey, you can get it at Canada Tire, you can get it at Walmart, or here's the prices. Do you want me to do some reviews? It just goes on and on and on. So it is helpful. But this is another level. So we'll see. I don't know if they're selling out to Walmart. That's a good thing, Mike. I don't know about that. All right. Well, there you go. Those are our 3 articles. Huey, any more comments? Anything?
Yeah, let's see here.
Clark Walker, bright but cool, 59 degrees here in Trenton, New Jersey. Betty, hello from Omaha today.
Yeah, she's from Clearwater, Florida.
Visiting. Clark Walker, a week before we had to upgrade to Windows 10, I bought the latest motherboard for my desktop. I feel betrayed that I now can run 11. Oh, that I can't run 11. Ooh, bummer.
Okay.
All right, Huey, let's get the articles up and we will get rolling here.
Okay, the first article is mine. It's 6 things Starlink does better than regular home internet. Of course, Starlink can be a viable broadband replacement if you live in a rural or remote area with limited wired options. Because it's portable, you can move your service when relocating or traveling in an RV. Setup is simple. Starlink's outages are typically fewer than those from local cable cuts or regional ISP failures. And still, it's not always faster than fiber. So check your area's speed comparisons before switching. I'm in the wrong one here. Google's Nano Banana AI image editing is coming to search, Notebook LM, and Photos.
Huey, it's here now. I've used Nano Banana for the last week in Notebook LM because I'm a big convert to Notebook LM now. I use it every day, and Nano Banana is there, and it's pretty darn cool. It's easy to it's a great addition to it. Offers a lot more variety, so it is there now. Just to let everybody know that if you are following us along and you want to see the articles, maybe it's pretty small looking at it on our little computer screen here. If you want to go to our Facebook page, just go to www.facebook.com and type in Tech for Senior, and you can follow along. And if you want to go back to the articles and look at the articles, they're all there online for you.
One thing about this, Notebook LM users will gain visual editing tools for illustrations or notes, and you can expect AI-driven search and edit workflows. Type "make this photo brighter" or replace the background right in your search.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really good stuff.
Okay, and Microsoft debuts its first in-house AI image generator. So they've got something new coming out. They're not using somebody else's. They've actually done it with their own. It's MAI-Image 1 model can generate pictures inside Microsoft tools like Word, Paint, and PowerPoint. Because it's in-house, it's faster and more private than using third-party APIs.
Huey, will this be part of Copilot, or is this going to be a separate?
It really doesn't say. I think it's going to be just an image a generator that you will use within Word, for instance. instead of going out and running Copilot, you're just going to tell
Oh, I see.
their image generator what you want.
Okay. It's going to be tough competition because Sora is pretty good.
Oh, it's amazing some of the stuff it's out, and Sora's got a lot of competition too.
Yeah.
Ray, this is yours.
All right, so this is the first anniversary of the x86 Alliance. Who knew? When I first read this about the Ecosystem Advisory Group that turned 1 year old, I thought, what the heck is that? Well, it's a joint venture by Intel and AMD to ensure that the x86 platform remains relevant in the new world of NVIDIA chips, specifically for Windows computers. Now, it turns out NVIDIA CEO, Jensen Hunt, has publicly supported this EAG and has praised Intel and AMD's efforts to unify the platforms. So this, to me, is a good sign.
Okay.
Okay. So the writer was one of a plane load of journalists that were on a demonstration flight from Chicago to Milwaukee and back, so they could try out a pair of low-profile 500 megabyte antennas that are mounted on top of the plane's fuselage, and that communicates with the network of the nearly 8,000 Starlink satellites. The experience was positive, and reading the article will give you all the details.
Yeah, Starlink. They're doing a lot of testing of their new rocket that's going to put a lot more satellites up at once, and it's going to be their next generation satellites on top of it that they're going to be able to lift off on those big satellite pusher uppers.
Well, Huey, didn't you say that last Monday? What didn't we talk about? Don't they lose a satellite a day? Isn't there one that crashed?
But there's actually about 10,000 in the Starlink group, but they're losing about one a day. They're just timing, they're aging out, and that's, they've been around a long time. And they figured that, and they've got built into them self-destruction and so on, but it does leave some junk up in the sky. And so it's kind of like the ocean's got a lot of junk in it. Now the sky does the same thing.
But they won't become crashing in my backyard, will they?
No.
Well, this week there was in the Midwestern United States, in one of the farms, there was a picture of a part of a satellite next to a combine. They didn't tell where it just came down that day, and the guy was combining along, and this part of the satellite was in his farm. So I thought, well, it's sort of interesting.
Ray, this is you too. New Copilot features.
So for me personally, rather than trying to keep current on the multitude of AI programs, I'm content just to use Copilot. It's part of Windows 11. It's part of my Microsoft Office. So now rolling out within the last few days are several new features, such as asking about a specific setting and having Copilot provide a direct link to help you find it. Another one, which is the one I like best, is called voice interaction. So now you can use your voice to ask Copilot to do things rather than typing in a prompt. So that makes it easier, I think, to ask questions and give commands and get hands-free help. And then another one is visual understanding. Copilot will actually can view your shared screen and assist you with tasks based on what it sees. So these features will work on regular 11 PCs, but I'm betting in the near future there'll be other upgrades that will take advantage, as we talked about before, about the NPU on the Windows Copilot PCs.
Yeah, there's just the thing is that Copilot and Perplexity and Gemini and so on, most of them, they do a lot of the same things. You just have to decide which one you want. Thing I like about Copilot, I usually use it when I'm doing some searching or doing something with Microsoft products. Ray, this is also you.
This is an interesting article about if you want to continue with Windows 10 now, so many of the articles talk about the ESUs and other ways to get bypass it. But this article has the new slant. It basically says if you're going to continue after October 14, it provides the best methods to stay safe on Windows 10 long after its support ends. Talks about behavior and equipment changes. One example is upgrading an old router will give you better security. So if you're still using a Windows 10 computer like I am, this is a worthwhile read.
Ron, this is you, and you and I talked about this earlier.
Yeah, I saw this morning, and I immediately thought I would be interested in this and did some research on it. So I was having a look at this. This is a new feature, new device from Belkin, and what it does is it magnetically clamps onto your phone, as you see in the diagram there, and it allows you to. Then it connects with your camera, so you see on the hand there, you've got all your features that you can change, your shutter speeds, your all the features in your camera on your phone. It's now like a DSLR camera on the side. Now, the other thing about this is it's also a MagSafe power bank. So what happens is that there's a charger in there, and it will, I forget the exact size of the battery, but it will charge. It charges your phone as well from that device. You can flip the phone up. You can do it a vertical or horizontal, and all the controls are right there on the right hand. And for $80, I thought it was pretty darn cool. Now, just to let you know, I have a Pixel 8 Pro. I don't have the MagSafe charging system, so you would need a case that has the MagSafe plate on there to clip this on to hold it. But Huey, your Pixel 10 would have this. It has this feature, and so there's a magnetic plate in the phone, and it just sucks on magnetically onto your phone, and it's hard to get off. So you're fine. So it's pretty cool. I like this. I think it's sort of cool.
I like
One
it
thing
too.
you mentioned when we talked is if you can see my. I hope you can see my.
Oh right, yeah.
My mouse is the. You can hook it up to a tripod.
That was one of the things that I really like, because I've done some videos lately that where I'm recording stuff, and I have a clip that clips onto the tripod and clips onto my phone, but the clip always is hitting the volume button, or it's sort of a pain in the butt to use. This is pretty darn good. This may be a Christmas present for me, an early Christmas present. We'll see. I really like this.
I like it too from what I've seen here, but I'm afraid it probably will not work on my foldable flip phone.
Yeah, that's
No, I don't think so.
I think you're right on that one.
And the one thing that I mentioned when Ron and I were talking about it is I use a case on my phone, and I would have to take it out of the case to utilize this. And I like that protection of the case, so I'm not sure whether.
Well, unless
yeah.
But also, Huey, you can buy cases that are MagSafe cases, so it would just clip onto the case. So,
okay, Ron, this is you as well.
Oh yeah, so this is well, you'll see the next article before this. They should have been the other way around. Anyway, this is Samsung's new Android XR headset coming October 21st, which is next week. Well, they have a big event. Samsung has an event. We'll be talking about that next week, because this is the Apple one that was just released. Now, if you go back up, that's right. You go down. This was just released. Go down, Huey, to the article. Keep going to the Apple one. This is pretty cool. Like, this is pretty darn cool. This was just released, got the M5 chip in it, and this is the Apple Vision Pro, and not bad. This is very interesting. If you are interested in this, now I will say, hold on. Now it is $5,000.
Okay, that was my question.
It is $5,000, but before you start jumping all over the place, let's just think about this. First of all, there's a lot of commercial applications for this, because of course you have the ability, pilot training, doing for you, looking at documents as you're working. There's lots of commercial applications for this, but if you take, let's just not think about seniors. Let's think about young families going to Aspen and going skiing for a weekend. I bet they spend $5,000 on their skiing holiday for the weekend. So it isn't out of, when you consider what you're getting here, it's not out of range. It is for us, but for a certain group of people, this is certainly pretty darn cool. So this is neat, and I would encourage you, if you're interested, it's a great article. It's got lots of pictures and stuff. I went through the whole thing and I got all excited about it. But it's the Apple Vision Pro with the new M5 chip.
What's this, Ron?
Well, now this actually has Kobo just released. Kobo, of course, is an e-reader. And of course, if you follow our channel and on our show, you know that I gave my daughter for her birthday a Kobo reader, which she wanted. So I sent her this, and this is new. It just came out, and this is a remote. You click it, it's a remote, and it turns the pages in your Kobo reader. Now I thought, why would anybody want this? Like, are you out of your mind? And so I sent it to Jennifer, and I said, hey, do you want this for Christmas? And she said, are you out of your mind? Why would I ever one of these remote? So you got to read the article, though. I mean, nobody's going to design this and create it and market this if there isn't some benefit to this. And if you're at night and you're reading your reader, you can just have this as your remote. It's got a big button there, and you just click this and it automatically changes the pages. I don't know. I think it's sort of cool. I think it's about $29, and it's a new. So if you do have an e-reader and you do have a Kobo, this would make a great Christmas present.
Ron, this is you as well.
Microsoft launches new AI upgrades to Windows 11, boosting Copilot. They just did this yesterday, so they're. I don't know, Huey, if you got an upgrade to your Windows system, but mine 2 days ago I got this upgrade, and this is they added a whole bunch of new features right about the time Windows 10 sailed off into the sunset. So I don't know if they're trying to say, hey, this is another reason you should go to Windows 11. Anyway, if you haven't upgraded, just check your system tray, and if you probably if you have a Windows 11, there should be an upgrade there for you.
Yeah, when I woke up in the morning, it was back to a sign-in screen, and so I knew I had an upgrade overnight.
Yeah.
But I didn't go into what changed or what it did.
That was Patch Tuesday, second Tuesday of every month.
Yep.
So is this me?
Yep.
Apple unleashes its new M5 chip, which of course is a big leap in AI performance for Apple's. This is a brand new chip. It's going to have a neural accelerator in the chip, which is going to help with speed and also for their upcoming AI. I keep laughing at that. They're working at it. They're coming. But the hardware is there, and this is all part of. And this in the Vision Pro, the Apple Vision Pro has the new M5, as do a lot of the product line now all have M5s. The reason I mention this, if you are considering an iPad or a laptop, you might want to just remember now that there's an M5 option, which sometimes makes the M4s a lot cheaper. So, you might even find some good deals now if you don't need the M5 and you could go with an M4. It's there. So this is released and should be available now for purchase. Yeah, this was the outage. This was
we already talked about that.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great article. This is crazy good. I got to just bring it up just a minute. So this is a lot like Tesla. it's like unbelievable. So the article says OpenAI's ChatGPT is so unpopular that almost no one will have to pay for it. OpenAI is losing 3 times more money than it's earning. And 95% of those using ChatGPT, which generate roughly 70% of the company's recurring revenue, aren't paying a dime to help stem the losses. For this level of success, the company is reported valued at around $500 billion. Even as it commits to spending more than $1 trillion, it doesn't have in partnership deals over the next 5 years. According to a report published last month, OpenAI during the first half of 2025 collected only 4.3 billion in revenue while still posting a net loss of 13.5 billion. So it's like everyone is willing to give unlimited amount of money to chat gpt, like it's they just not little amounts but big amounts, right? And but is it actually making any money? Is it? No, it's that because nobody's paying for anything. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen, because it's there's I mean, I use it all. I use it every day. I am the one of the 1%. I think it's 1% people who. Let me come down here. I think it's 3% of the 1.8 billion users. I'm one of the 3% that's actually paying. I give them $30 a month, but there's 1.8 billion people using it for free. So anyway, it's just. But if OpenAI says they want another $100 billion, there's a lineup for people wanting to give them all this money, right? But nobody.
Well, if you remember, Amazon started out as a bookstore.
Yeah, that's well,
and everything was so cheap, and it was free shipping, and they lost money for years.
Well,
and they know, and now look at them.
Well, all as I'm saying, it's sort of, Huey, if you had a business and you went and said you wanted to borrow some money at the bank, and you were giving it away to 1.8 billion people, and you didn't have much revenue, do you think the bank can lend you any money?
Nope.
Yeah, well they are. They're getting it.
Yeah, it sort of was an interesting article.
Okay, Ring introduces its first ever 4K cameras. Excuse me, an AI feature that helps find lost pets. The new Ring models capture 4K video, providing much clearer footage for identifying faces and license plates. You can control responses using Miss A routines, turn on lights when motion is seen. This release signals a trend. AI features will make home cameras more proactive than reactive. So I use all battery operated Ring devices because there's no way I can really get power to where I have the cameras. And I noticed that all of these are power only. And I was trying to realize why, and it makes sense. They probably use a lot of power. And if you use batteries in it, you'd have to change them every day.
So Huey, just before you move on, I just want to mention to people, I have a Ring doorbell, but I have Miss A devices in all my rooms in the house. All as I'm saying is that when you go to choose a doorbell, please consider. I mean, if you have all Google products like Nest products in your house, don't buy a Ring doorbell. They've got buy a Google doorbell. Buy a Nest. Don't buy a Ring, because it's not going to work, right? So you really need to think about this a little bit before you go out and buy these. Keep the ecosystem the same, right?
Yeah, and I don't think the Wise cameras will work in a Ring system either.
No, they won't.
Okay, let's see what's next here. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And there's a link to the CISA, which is a government agency, and they have a lot of information about it. And the next one here is security cameras and the law. Oh, this is a real important one. We have to think about this. It's, let's see here. Always check your state wiretap and privacy laws before recording video And video and audio laws differ from state to state. You may legally record outdoors or in public facing areas, but not where people expect privacy in bathrooms, bedrooms, and so on. And then posting videos online can raise legal exposure if audio captures private conversations. I'm going to tell you a little secret about me. I was a video mystery shopper for several years, and I'd wear a hidden camera and microphone. And I looked into the laws on that, and there was something that the company that I did all of the recordings for, uh, that we had to have target employees. It was in the new home industry, and it was in new home construction in communities, brand new communities, and all of the salespeople that we recorded had to sign a waiver when they got their job that they might be recorded, and gave permission to have us record the voice. In Florida, you can do video capturing, but you can't record the voice. And the reason being is the voice recording laws were done many years ago, and then video came on, and they've never updated those laws to include video.
Very interesting.
So you really need to be careful when you're videotaping something or somebody. You might want to make sure you have permission to do anything with it. I took a picture. One of the AIs will take a picture and make everybody wave or stand up or something like that. Will make motion from a still picture. And I took one, and it was a whole group of people, all seniors, and some of them aren't with us anymore. And then one guy was on a tricycle, and it actually had him riding the tricycle across the screen, and he's no longer with us. I don't want to post that because it would freak some people out.
We are getting close to getting to the end of the
wow.
show.
Yeah,
so,
we're not.
We better do some comments here.
Okay.
Let's do some comments before we get to the last 15 minutes.
Okay, let's see.
Elvis says, on Starlink, are the upload speeds and download speeds significantly different?
The answer to that is yes. It's not like fiber where you get the same speeds up and down.
Jolin says, oh, hi, Jolin's here. Welcome, Jolin. Yeah, from Low Country of South Carolina. Jolin, good to see Ray. Yeah. Hello.
Thank you.
Murray Strom, I've used Copilot. So Murray's still in the plane at 38,000 feet. This is sort of cool. I've used Copilot voice for over a year.
Thank you, Murray. Didn't know you could.
This is a person I have not seen before, and she must be new to us. So welcome.
A big round of applause.
What she's saying, I'm looking for a really old YouTube account to buy, one that was created before 2010. That doesn't sound very good. I hope you're not doing that to make it look like you've been in business a long time. So I don't know of anybody who sells YouTube channels. So, I would just be careful.
Murray says, I use Copilot for shopping, tells me best price in Canada, advice to best value, link to item on it. Yeah, does all that. John says, remember to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the TFS channel, and share it with others. Thank you, Jolin.
And we're caught up.
Excellent. Let's get on with the articles. We got a whole bunch to go through yet.
Okay, and this is me. A new default text editor is coming soon to Windows 11. It's going to be called Microsoft Edit, and it will replace the Microsoft Notepad. And it'd be interesting to see what it does differently and why they're changing it. And this, here's a new car for you.
Mm-hmm. I could get in, but I couldn't get out.
I like the color.
And it's some, I forgot, I think Canadian, I think it's like $4 million, was it? Something like that. So it's up there in money.
900
And
horsepower.
let's see. Oh, this one. This is a new NVIDIA computer. And you see the size of it. It has, let's see what I can find here. It's a hundred and excuse me, 132 gigabyte of RAM, and several other things, and it's going to be just a measly $3,900. And how did I miss this? iPhone secrets: 10 hidden features Apple doesn't want you to know. So why they say that? Apple doesn't want you to know. Yeah, but there's some features there for your iPhone if you have an iPhone. And then I think this was mine as well. Unleash your iPhone's full potential with these apps. So there's lots of apps for your iPhones, and Google's latest Notebook LM AI update delivers big. We kind of talked about that earlier. Ron uses Notebook LM a lot, and so do several others. I do occasionally. And Ron, this is you.
Yeah, just let Mike Saunders know. Waymo's robo taxis are coming to London. There you go. You'll get so no longer you'll have to get in the traditional black taxi cab with the London driver. They'll be able to run around in London now.
Yeah, I'm just getting used to rideshare, and now I got to get used to nobody driving. I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah, and SpaceX now is offering a new look at their V3 Starlink satellite for gigabit speed. So they're coming up with some new. Not only are they putting more satellites up, but they're also changing the satellite. And it's getting better.
Yeah, and in order for them to put those into space, they need that new rocket that they've been testing.
Yeah. And I know everyone's waiting on this one. Sam Altman said, I told you I was going to say this earlier. Sam Altman says ChatGPT will soon allow erotica for adult users.
I just can't wait.
No comment.
In this one, this is the Apple upgrades iPad, MacBook Pro, Vision Pro with the M5 chip. So this is a big deal. So anyway, and we talked about this is the article
about that
earlier about the major U.S. airlines, and this was the Microsoft pushes NPUs, and we talked a little bit about NPUs earlier. I think I also added video overviews in Notebook LM. Get a big upgrade. I made some videos this morning using the Nano Banana in there with Notebook LM. It's really cool. It's really, really great. Really good stuff. It's amazing. I think everyone should use Notebook LM. And Healy, actually, too bad. I was going to Bill. We got to get this. This has got to be one of Bill's gadgets. So toast. Now, as you all know, I have an AI toaster. Do you not all have AI toasters?
Don't know.
You don't. Oh, okay. Well, that's too bad.
Anyway. And Bill ordered one that had the little window and told him you could see the color, what the toast was going to be, and so on. And he never got it.
I know. So anyway, this is the new toaster from Breville, and it's an AI Breville's IQ Smart Toaster, and it actually most toasters work by timing. This actually works by a camera in there and looks at the doneness of the toast. So it doesn't matter how long it's in there until it gets to that certain doneness level. It will stay on. So it's the new one that's just out by Breville. Couldn't get a price on it. I of course wanted to buy it right away, but it's not available for, at least in Canada, available for sale yet. But this is going to be a new revolution in toasters.
And it's a 4-slicer, and it looks like it's probably wide enough to use to put bagels in and wide bread and so on. So
it's definitely on my Christmas present list. So that's definitely something I want to get. Now we've talked about Motorola. please consider Motorola when you're looking for phones. We often talk about the more expensive flagship phones, but Motorola is coming out. You heard about Apple's Air, what do they call it? The Air phone that they had that's really super thin. This is even thinner. This is great. Motorola has a super thin Air phone coming out, which is really pretty impressive. So have a look at this one. It'll be a lot less than the Apple one.
Yeah, I saw an article just this morning about testing one of those real thin phones for breakage.
Oh, yeah, I saw that article too. Yeah,
and it said it broke it pretty easily.
yeah.
So that's a lot of people put them in their back pocket, and boy, you sit down and crunch, and it's gone.
Right. Yeah. This is what we talked about earlier. This is Microsoft's new in-house generator, which we discussed. Now this is cool. Gmail now, I don't have this yet. It's rolling out, but Gmail uses AI to help you find meeting times. So if you get he sends me an email and says, "Hey Ron, let's meet next week sometime," and I can just use AI to go to my calendar, look at what it is, and book a meeting time.
Something I tried this week with my Miss A. I asked Miss A to add a couple of items to my calendar, and it did it. It put it on my Google Calendar, which I thought was great.
Oh, really?
That's been available for some time.
Right? You have
that's been available for some time.
Okay. Is it? Okay.
But
well, it's in the AI. I'm sorry, the Miss A Plus.
But it went on his Google Calendar, Mike.
Yeah. But you can link your Google Calendar to Miss A, and so you can ask Miss A what's on my calendar today.
Okay.
Oh no, I was always able to do that.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
But you can also say add an event.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, so anyway, it still does it then.
This is the Galaxy event that, of course, will be next week. We'll be talking about that next week.
I think I read something that they're just going to. There's been so many leaks on it. I think they're just going to go ahead and release them, and they're not going to have their big.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I may be wrong on that. I just got the slight hint on it this morning.
We'll have a look at that.
Anyway, and we covered that.
This is the biggie, and I'm really happy with this, but a lot of people aren't. YouTube is going to have a brand new makeover on their video player. So as the app on your phone, the YouTube app on your phone is going to completely be redesigned. I always have trouble with that darn app. I don't like it, but I'm the only one everyone else seems to like it. But anyway, it's going to have a whole material design change, and that's coming out probably in about a month's time.
And that's just the phones, or will that include computers as well?
No, just the phones. It's an app. It's just for the app. Yes, Pixel 10 Pro Fold.
Oh, this is the article we were talking about
during the bend test. Oh man, that's a lot of money goes up in that smoke.
If you're going to buy that phone, you better pay for the insurance that covers everything.
I think so. Eh? Yes, and here's the Walmart and ChatGPT article. I think we'll go down there, and
over 50% of the internet is now AI slop. New data finds, and I did a video on AI slop, if you recall, just a few weeks ago. Any comments?
No, that's a problem.
Okay.
And here we are. That's the article we did on ChatGPT. And that's the same one.
Yep.
I'm not sure what I posted this, and Meta phased out job listings in 2023, but they returned. It made a slowdown in the U.S. job market. I don't know. I don't know why I posted that. Let's move on to the next one. AI announced Yeah. Oh, this was interesting. New California. This is from The Verge. New California law requires AI to tell you it's AI. So if you're talking to somebody and I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but you get a telemarketer call and you're yakking away expecting to talk, but you find out that it's AI. So now they have to, in California, they have to tell you it's AI. And Instagram, of course, brought out there's a lot of controversy over this. Now is Instagram to show
Hello.
people to
Yeah.
it's going, you have to, Instagram's going to require age verification, which is a new feature. T-Mobile customer call and data. Oh, this was interesting. Yeah. Did you guys read this article?
No, I did not.
This was T-Mobile customer call and text data captured from unencrypted satellite comms, military data too. They didn't encrypt the data, so so that there was no. You just had to link into and you could listen to everyone talking. Security researchers from 2 U.S. universities were able to intercept T-Mobile customer call and text data completely from unencrypted satellite communications. Yikes.
This didn't show up, whatever it was.
This was an interesting one. We're going to see more of this happening. Cardiologist cautions against relying on Apple's Watch hypertension alerts for public health. So, as you know, we've talked about this before, but the new Apple Watch has hypertension alerts. It actually does not take your blood pressure, but it does some mumbo jumbo and tries to figure out maybe you might have hypertension, and it gives you an alert, and then it wants you to go take your blood pressure. And this cardiologist says, this may not just be working out so good. So anyway, more on that coming up.
Look at the time.
Yep.
Give it a little time.
Look at the time.
Look at the time. It's time to go. Oh my gosh, Huey. We need to say goodbye.
Well, let's take a look at some other items here. I think right here.
Jolin, oh no, I really like the latest version of Notepad. Why change it? Just because they can't? Waymo got really confused by the rain in Phoenix and pretty much stopped. Oh, really? Well, I guess if it's underwater, like what's it going to do? Jolin says, my first 5 smartphones were Motorola's. Loved them. Yep. Until I converted to the Pixel. Well, John says the Gmail AI meeting time feature would have helped me this morning. I had put a client appointment in the wrong day, so missed it this morning. This will help a lot. There you go. Yeah. Thanks, John. Murray Stroll, my 20-year-old toaster still works fine. Oh, Murray, come on. You gotta just live up, right? Ron, I've never had an issue with the YouTube Android app. Sorry to see it change, but we'll get used to it. I guess, John, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just I can't find the things that I would want to do. I find it I can't do the things that I would normally do on my main PC. I can't find stuff. Anyway, that's the only thing. Alva says, did you see the news article about the dog who bit into a lithium charger and set the firefighter's own house on fire? The article says it's not uncommon for this to happen. The video was interesting. Well, a dog biting a phone, eh? Or a lithium charger. All right. John says, thank you, gentlemen. I do like the PC view better on YouTube. Yes, I understand that. That's for sure. So anyway, hopefully the new app will fix that. Thank you guys for coming. We do appreciate everybody who came and listened today. We covered a lot of articles. Hopefully I talked less and we got more into the articles more quickly. No. Anyway, don't forget to come and visit us for our Monday show. coming up this Monday. You can go over to our website, www.techforsenior.com, and get all the a Zoom meeting, as it is a live show, and come and visit us. We have lots of fun on Monday. We're doing it for 6 years, coming on 7 pretty soon. So
we got a few months before that happens.
yeah, well, it's coming. So,
yeah, in March.
It is, but I mean, it's a long time we've been doing it. So anyway, come and have a visit, and we do enjoy the show, and then we'll be back same time, same place here next week to cover all the tech news of the week. All right. See everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.